Welcome to a new episode of our podcast series AI Proof. Here we talk about the future.
Hello everyone. Today our guest is Konstantin Zankov. He is famous in Bulgaria with his travel agency. If you can remind me the name one more time.
Travel Mind Club.
Travel Mind Collab. Also, if you can continue with your introduction, because there are a lot of things and I'm so curious what you are going to talk about today with us. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is Konstantin Zankov.
So my name is Konstantin. I run a travel agency from 15 years and also a marketing and advertising company. And from few years also an AI agency. Continue to this world, and I'm also teaching in the university, like topics are relevant with the marketing, management, AI for business, and something like this.
A lot of things connected only with one sentence. I am impressed. Okay, let's start with our topic for today. It is AI for young workers. How can we explain complex ideas simply? So my first question to you today is, why do people feel intimidated by AI intelligence, in your opinion?
The problem is that sometimes the people are thinking that AI is magic, like something really very magical, and they really can't understand what is behind this. And the other thing is that they are scared that it's dangerous and it can replace humans, it can replace professions, and that it will be only robots after a few years, which is not totally not true. And so I think that it's less scary if we stop treating it as a magic or if something special and that we are scared about. It's a tool. AI is a tool that we can use it in our daily life, in our work, in our business, so that we can be more productive and to have more free time.
Okay, so you already said what are the biggest misconceptions young people have about AI, but what's your truly opinion as a person who is very in this topic? Which is the biggest problem in your personal opinion?
The biggest problem, especially for the young people, is that when they use AI tools, that they think that everything is totally right. If it sounds right,
That's
everything is right. And this is the main problem, that we should have a critical thinking about these topics, because usually we are asking something, for example, GPT or Quote, or doesn't matter which
Gemini.
tool, or Gemini, and after that it answers you completely with very full passion that it is totally the right thing, and after that we say that this is the right things. But we should be critical about this, because you know that it uses internet, different web pages, different models, and sometimes it wouldn't be the totally right thing. So it can sound right, but it can't be right. So we should really think about this thing. Is it true or no? Because this is really the reality of the tools. You know how the internet is working. So
Yeah, but I'm also curious, why is simple language important when discussion technology? Why do people prefer to use device instead of their own creativity in your?
in these days, the AI is useful for everybody. It's not only for engineers, it's not only for IT guys, it's for absolutely everybody. My mother, who is more than 70 years old, she's using AI in her daily life.
Awesome.
So this is really, it's not only for experts. And that's why we should really keep it simple. We should understand the AI. We should completely educate the people that it's really simple and really easy to use, and because when we are talking in very complicated language, we're creating barriers in this field. And simple language is really not about making ideas smaller. It's just about making the ideas more acceptable, and also the tools. Everything is more acceptable when we are talking in simple language.
No matter of the age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, can I ask you some questions about, for example, how would you explain AI to a 14 years old in 1 minute? We already said about the 70 plus
Yeah.
adults. Let's say now for the youngsters, for the
uh,
new youngsters.
Well, it's a computer, for example, that it's very
One
easy
box,
to
one
understand.
device, you can
Uh,
transfer it everywhere.
yeah, and that you can learn it a lot from this, and it can do a lot of daily tasks. It can give you a lot of examples, and it can answer your questions. It can translate your text. It can recommend you videos, for example, music also in the platforms. It can create images. It can help you to write something. So it's a helper, but you could not trust it absolutely blindly. So always think for yourself that you should check the information and about
Of
it,
course.
and you can use it as a helper on everything. Doesn't matter if it's on your phone or it's on your computer or tablet. You can use it really to find ideas, to explain, to translate, and to help you in the daily life.
And as you said, we need to be careful also, in my opinion, because especially 18 under years old people, as you said, it's not only for fun, it's sometimes dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Totally.
what everyday examples help young people understand AI better?
Maybe you use TikTok.
Unfortunately, no. This is the only social media I still don't have
Mhm.
because you know how many there are nowadays. So yeah, this will be the only new thing for me.
Okay, do you use, for example, Instagram,
Of course,
Facebook,
yeah. This is my
Spotify, Apple Music?
yes,
Uh,
enough.
yeah, Netflix, everything is AI from many years about this. Because, for example, if you use social media, for example, Meta, like the algorithm of Meta, doesn't matter if it's Facebook or Instagram, it helps you to see in your feed everything which you want to see, which is useful for you. For example, if you're interested in the topic about traveling, about AI, it gives you content of your friends and of other pages connected with this. If you're looking for furniture for your home, for example, it gives you on your feed you see furniture about your home. So it's also connected with your thinking, with the things which you're looking in the web pages. For example, if you're listening now jazz music, or if you were on a concert last night, it gives you also recommendation for the playlist for the music which you like and which will be connected with your mood now. If you're, for example, watching a series in Netflix or in HBO Max or something like this, it also gives you recommendation about this. So it's really useful in our a daily life. Photo filters, photo recognition, face recognition when we use, for example, in our security things, chatbots, everything. It's using AI. Also in the education we are using it is very very important topic.
Okay, so what is the difference between AI being smart and AI actually understanding something?
The key thing is that AI is not a human,
Of course,
and
and we hope that it won't happen to be a human.
of course it won't happen in the way as the
I
human
heard it
happening.
in Korea or Japan, I will lie, I'm not so sure, but they already created something like a human bot, which they even try to put him to express feelings and emotions, which you know that it's impossible, but
It's not absolutely impossible. The idea is there is also a social network when, for example, the AIs are communicating between them. So there is a social network for AI tools, for chatbots, for robots, for
yes,
everything, and they are registering there. And it's absolutely forbidden a person to be part of the social media. The
hopefully.
person can be observer, but cannot be like talking with the AI tools. So the key thing here is that. The AI does not have life experience, and this is the totally true. AI can imitate the signs of intelligence, for example, but really don't have the human understanding about this. So this is the key things that we should use the AI for support, but not as authority. This is important. AI can help us to process information, but really only humans, only us, we can understand the meaning of this information.
Okay.
And should think, is it proper, is it reliable,
I
if we
think that
change.
it's also different from the different people, because
Of
there
course.
are people who prefer social media and to use AI in general. There are people who prefer to spend more time with people, communicating on live. This is my idea, or a different place.
Mhm.
Okay, so talking about this, which AI myths are the most harmful or misleading?
Maybe the one myth is that you should be fluent in technology to use AI. So we should be perfect, like you should be an engineer or a programmer or something like this to use the AI technologies, which is totally not not true. The other thing is that AI can solve everything. So if you use AI, it can help you with everything, and it's like really a magical solution, which is not.
The magic lamp.
Yes. The other myth is, for example, if we're talking about young people, we're telling that young people are always on their phones, or always on their computers, so they are totally in these geeks, like they're technology educated, and that they can totally understand AI and use it perfectly, but they also need an education how to use it in the better way. So these are mainly the myths. Like really, we should not be fluent in technologies as all, but we should really focus on how to use the AI tools about this, and it can help you in the life, but it cannot solve every problem in your relationships, in your work, in your personal life, in your burnouts, for example, in your psychology, in everything.
AI is not psychologist, it's not medical care, it's not best friend,
Yeah.
it's not boyfriend or girlfriend, it's only a device, as we said, which helps a lot in different topics, but main topic only device. Does your students in universities try to use AI without your permission?
Of course.
A lot. But is this pressuring you somehow? Like they don't put any pressure to do anything, they only give money? Or you think that they use it smartly? What's your opinion as a professional in this?
Honestly, also nowadays, also for the youth workers, also for the people who are teaching AI,
Yes.
we can also we teach with others, because in every 2 weeks it coming another tool, another revolution in the
Only
AI.
2 weeks.
In every 2 weeks it's coming something new. So, for example, now I'm teaching in the master degree of AI, and there are students in my program, for example, who are really in Quote, for example, as a tool, or in ChatGPT, and they are doing many hours of trainings and of working in it, and I can learn a lot of them, because they're more focused in these two, and I can learn a lot of them, and new topics, new things about this, and new trends. Also, the other thing is, for example, that really they can you can learn a lot of each other. For example, in the master degrees, I have a lot of students like this, that they are totally using AI in their daily life, and for example, to do a project for the university, of course they're using AI.
I understand perfectly. I also study into universities, just to say so. Yeah, I use it also, but let's say that, for example, I use it sometimes and only for idea. For example, I have a topic which I need to write, and if I don't have a lot of time, I use it to give me an ideas, to be like, okay, I have one night, I have one page which I need to tap, and like this. The AI gives me ideas for the topic, but never I use it to write. The most to check if I have mistakes. But I don't like even most of the time the ideas which gives me to write,
You're-
because they are very common.
You're totally right. The other problem is, for example, when I see in the bachelor degrees, especially in the first and second year students, that they're using AI for everything. For example, I give them a topic to do a homework at home, and after that they are using GPT and absolutely do the complete. They forgot to think really to think what is the topic about, and after that, when they present it in the university, they don't know what ChatGPT wrote. And for example, for a person who knows to use the technology, when you see the paper, when you see the homework, when you see the for example, the thesis, you can see that it's totally written by AI. Totally. And of course, I'm giving totally bad marks of the students like this, because usually you should think.
Courage.
Yeah, you should think. You should think how to use it. It can help you with the ideas as you tell it. It can help you, for example, to complete the topics, to make your research, to do like this. But you should be the leading person who is doing the job.
And especially when you said bachelor degree, first and second year, let's say that the people are not orientated. Even if we say that we are 18, 19 years old, even I wasn't orientated. My parents give me the idea of studying. I was scared. I accepted, I tried. I'm very grateful nowadays, 7 years later. But yes, the idea is that you don't have the basics where you can step,
Totally.
as you said. Exactly. Okay, so for youth work perspectives, what challenges do youth workers face within introducing AI topics in their work?
The key thing here is that the youth workers, they don't need to know every AI tool. Because when when we communicate with youngsters, when we teach them, when we mentor them, it's important to be really to know that how to ask questions, how to use the tools. You can learn from each other, from the different things. And really, this is the important things here is like one challenge is confidence, that the youth worker really should learn very quickly every trend, because I said, every 2 weeks it's coming something new. And if
and you need to be actual.
Yeah, but there is no need. You're not an AI expert. You should just have the critical thinking and to know how to search for information in the AI tools, and also how to help the others. There is no need to follow every trend, because it's totally, there are thousands of AI tools everywhere. So really. The youth workers, I think they have most of the right skills. They have the empathy, they have the facilitation, they have the critical thinking, they have the group work ability, and this gives them the opportunity really to do the whole things in the big life with the AI and the communication with the young people.
Exactly. I agree. Why is critical thinking more important than technical knowledge?
Because the future skill is not just to make the right prompt, like just the prompting. The future skill is the judgment. So we should really, the technical knowledge is useful, of course, but the critical thinking is essential here. So this is the more important thing. The goal is to help the other people to be more active. For example, the youngsters to be more responsible and to be a critical participants in the society.
Exactly, to be participants.
Yeah, to be
not only speakers.
Yeah, not only speakers and not only observers. Really,
Yes.
to be active participants.
That's very important, and I'm very grateful that we have more Bulgarian professors hire for maybe future to call you like this, but more teachers like this in the professional field. So how can we make AI discussions less technical and more reliable, in your opinion, then?
Everything is about storytelling from the daily life. Of course, when you start with the situation, it is easier to explain the technology. As I told you, for example, if you are now looking on web pages connected, for example, for furniture for your new home, or for example, for renovation, for constructions, if you're looking in this topic and when you saw web pages like this, the social media will give you content like this because you're selling this type of
Help, support.
yeah, you
Yes.
need this type of support. For example, if you're planning a wedding, it will give you a wedding tool. If you're
Yes.
planning, for example, a very good trip somewhere in Asia, it will give you a lot of influencers and a lot of digital content from Asia that will inspire you more and more to go there. For example, if you like a comedy series, the platforms will give you a more and more comedy series content like this that you like. So really, you should when you teach about AI and when you teach about technologies, you really should do it with real stories.
And encourage maybe the ideas of the youngsters,
Absolutely.
because they can improve this AI which we have now, and after 1 month, not only 2 weeks, this person make it more
Absolutely.
improved.
For example, you always use examples in teaching about AI
Of
and in
course.
everything. For example, you can say, if I'm doing a project for the university, I will use this and this tool in this way. If I, for example, I'm thinking about my daily routines and to develop better habits and like this, I will use this and this like in this way. If, for example, I am planning to do a podcast and to arrange, for example, my own show on YouTube or something like this, I will use these tools to make me to plan the content, these tools to make me better in the video editing, these tools to choose the topics and like this. So you should always give examples from your daily life, and it's easy to understand for the people.
And maybe like this, the people can generate more ideas.
Of
For
course.
example, when I was a young student in bachelor's degree,
Mhm.
my professors give us a lot tasks for brainstorming. For example, usually always before a teamwork or something connected with a common project, some people, they always give us a piece of paper, of course, and pencils, and they were like, just brainstorm. And even if we are 2 or 3 people, everyone start to scream, give ideas. No, it's going to be this. And maybe the main idea was cleaning in this moment. But yeah, they give us always a time to try to find the common point and the field where we together can work, because maybe we have 3 strong ideas, but we need to make something together. So even if we have these 3 ideas, they can happen for 3 years, but not now.
Absolutely.
If I can say.
Everything is learning by doing.
And yes, experiencing.
Experiencing. Yeah. For example, if he's teaching somebody something, for example, you're thinking about another thing in this moment, and it's difficult to you to focus and to be part of the knowledge. But when you practice it, when you experience it, when you do the brainstorming, when you do different tasks, for example, connected with the field, you can be better and better in this.
Yeah, and let's say that, as we said earlier, important is also the age of the audience, because, for example, I teach children which are 10 years old, which is kind of different very, very much than you who teach students in university, as you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how can youth workers encourage curiosity without creating fears?
This is the goal. The goal is awake curiosity about the different tools in the AI, not a fear. Because the fear is really thinking that sometimes we're afraid of making mistakes. Sometimes we're afraid that we will totally trust blindly in the tools. So we should really be curious. We should ask the right questions. We should practice more and more with different questions and for different things, so that it can be more sure about the answers. Really, the key thing is the balance. we should do the balance. Not only present AI as something that young people should fear or something like this. You should present that it's really different too. That we should not trust blindly. That we should test. We should be critical about it, and we should use more and more so that we can know how to do it better.
Yeah, so the main topic, if I understand right, is to promote the youngsters and the people in general how to use it, know how to replace
Not to replace
them in
and to
the
be
life.
curious, to start to learn new and new things. Because, for example, you're using ChatGPT in one way, but there are more and more things that you can improve there. There are different plugins, different tools, different part of the ecosystem. So you should be curious to learn more and more things that can help you in the daily
This is
life.
exactly my next question, but we already answered to it. Should young people learn how AI works? In my opinion, even if we don't want, the people anyway will learn by themselves how to do it. Okay, you said that you do that many things in your daily life. I'm curious, which is the most interesting for you? To be in the university with the students, to work for to engage the travel agency, or your other activities? Which is the most interesting for you in this specific moment?
Balance. Everything is balance. I really love my job, all of my jobs, and
exactly all of your jobs and things
I'm
you
doing
do.
maybe more than 7 or 8 totally different things.
Exactly.
Like also teaching different topics, running different companies, and this give you the life to be interesting, to give you really inspiration in your everyday. Every day you have different challenge, different inspiration, different things to.
Yes, but
to
how
work.
24 hours are enough for 1 week for at least 3 jobs?
AI
I'm
helps.
curious.
AI helps. For sure, it can help me to answer my emails. It can help me to prepare my lessons in the university. It can help me, for example, to really to understand better my team, because some of my people, they're working from different parts of the country or from the world, and that's why it's easier to communicate with them, to spend good time together. And I'm really mostly focused on helping people, to understand better the things, even the marketing, even the AI, or the difficult way to organize a huge trip in Asia, for example. I really love the things to be more easier for the people and to spread inspiration and like this.
Okay, what simple activities help young people understand AI in your opinion?
The most simple activity is the simplest is to ask the same questions in the AI tool in different ways. For example, just to compare the answers, you should ask not only one time. You should ask sometimes different questions on the same topic, so that you can really see the different.
Which is under?
Yeah.
Yes, I totally understand
This
you.
is the easiest thing and the most important thing, like to see how the system is working. It's not just to be impressed, just really
And to repeat the same we already have.
Yeah. You should make the young people to think, really to think about the technology, to think about the algorithm, to think how you should success in this field, in this technology. What can be the easiest way for you to use it, and to be critical. Ask on this direction. After that, ask another question, so to see the real result.
Are there any AI tools youth workers can use responsibly in their daily work?
Yes, you can use in everything.
Can you
AI
give
tools.
them like a list?
Yes, for
Your
example, the tool for search, I don't use Google anymore. Even Google has AI, of course. I use Perplexity. Perplexity is one of the best search engines. Really can give you very good information, very trustable, because it gives you directly resources. You're asking a question and it gives you the results and also the links of the information, and you can use, is it trustable or not. For example, Perplexity is the search engine which I'm using. I'm using, of course, ChatGPT, because it has the whole ecosystem, and it can give. I'm using the paid version of the ChatGPT because for 20-30 euros it can give you a lot of added value, and
Yes.
it give you a lot of integration. For example, you can use ChatGPT to read your emails, to answer them, to prepare your answers. It can help
To
you to
check
manage your
for mistakes if you have.
yeah.
Also, I use it a lot for making pictures. For example, posters,
Yeah.
it becomes faster. Or for the kids, I made pictures. Not everyone can draw. I adore drawing, but we know that we don't have a lot of time. So, for example, for short and fast pictures, I also can recommend ChatGPT.
Yeah. For
Okay.
videos also it can help you. It can help you in every way.
Yeah, to give the steps maybe, or you will explain better.
Yeah. Also, I'm using Quote a lot. For example, I built one web page for Eurovision when Dara won Eurovision. I made during the same night. I made the web page in just a few minutes about the Eurovision in Bulgaria next year. So it's really easy to develop a web page, to develop a content. Also, I'm using, for example, in the add-ons of ChatGPT, of Perplexity, and in Quote. For example, I put it in my Google Chrome browsers, and it can work absolutely remotely with me. For example, I'm adding a page. After that, I'm putting the plugin of Quote, and it goes directly in my browser, working on my health. It can search information. It can do everything. So in Excel, for example, I'm not the best person in Excel sheets and the formulas, and I just open the chat and say, okay, here, make the formula about this, make these sheets like this, prepare everything, and it's really easy. So the three tools, if you need to use only three tools, for me they are Quote, Perplexity, and ChatGPT. But of course, Gemini is also very good, and Google Grok is also very good too. There are a lot of many other tools, for example, which you can use for video production.
Editing,
There are hundreds and
Depends
hundreds
of
of
the
tools.
topic, I guess.
Yeah. I'm leading, for example, a corporate training for which AI tools to use in your travel agency, for example. And this the training is about 30 hours. So 30 hours you're teaching only for the different tools. There are really a lot of tools which you can use for different fields.
Okay, I'm curious, which is your main audience? Like a target group of people, like age, which helps you the most in your traveling agency, let's say, better. And which is the main age of the people who help
The
you?
target audiences about the traveling business and about the consulting business and the marketing. Of course, it's B2B. It's connected with the business owners, and mostly of the business owners, they are over 40. Usually.
Interesting.
And if I'm talking about the teaching in the university, AIs like this, there are people about. I'm more interested about before 22, between 22 and 30, 35, because in this age they're more motivated. So when they are the new rabbits in the university, where the youngsters, they're still stressed about the situation, about how to make really the marks. But when you're more motivated, when you studied, for example, 4 years, when you do some work in your life.
It's different to be 4 years in the capital, let's say, only from my perspective.
It's a very key thing. That's why you should go out of your comfort zone. Not to be only in front of your computer and to be confident
Not
there.
only to write your homeworks with Gemini or only with ChatGPT, you need to use at least 2-3.
Of course, that's why, for example, when I, are giving the best marks in the university for the students, I'm always give them the opportunity to present their homework, because it's easy to write it with AI now, but it's not very easy to present it in front of audience with the passion, with everything that you really understand the topic about this. So really, we should be adaptable not only in the technologies, adaptable also for the empathy, also for the key things which you're using in our daily life, for presentation skills, for everything.
Last questions. What is one thing every young person should understand about AI in your opinion?
AI can help you think, but it should not think instead of you. This is maybe the most
Very
important
good sentence.
thing. Yeah.
And what advice would you give to youth people who feel behind the technologies?
Youth workers do not need to be an AI experts. This is the thing. They need to be brave enough to learn together with the young people, and everybody is learning the AI. As I told you, every day it's coming something new. On every 2 weeks, sometimes is making different models, different changes, and that's why it's really to know that you should be adaptable and you should learn a lot of what in your everyday life. Not to you can never be sure that you should know everything before to start the training, before to start the lecture. AI is changing everything and so quickly, so nobody knows everything, and everybody of us is teaching and studying during the same time.
Yeah, in every minute maybe, especially as you said in a travel agency, maybe when you think about the new flights and the new places where the people are going to go. And even this is a short example how we can't stay on the same place. We can't just travel to, as you said earlier, Asia or the same destination, or we are going only to Greece. We need to switch, we need to change, we need to search.
Yeah.
And okay, thank you for this conversation.
My pleasure.